One label, multiple groups, multiple controversies, artists physically collapsing, legal battles, departures. And through all of it, the company keeps signing new artists, debuting new groups, and expanding into new markets. This is not about one bad situation. This is not one unlucky year. This is a pattern. Today we are talking about Hybe, the largest K-pop entertainment company in the world. And we are asking one very simple question. Is Hybe in the business of building artists, or is it in the business of building revenue? Because when you look at the evidence, the answer might disturb you. Before we get into the controversies, let's give credit where it's due. Hybe, formerly Big Hit Entertainment, was built by chairman Bang Si-hyuk on the back of one group, BTS. From a small agency with a debuted group nobody believed in, to the most powerful K-pop company on the planet. That is a genuinely remarkable story. Today, Hybe operates a multi-label system. Sub-labels including Big Hit Music, B-Lift Lab, Adore, Pledis Entertainment, Source Music, and more, each managing their own artists globally. Their roster includes BTS, 17, ENHYPEN, TXT, NewJeans, LE SSERAFIM, ILLIT, Katseye, and more. On paper, it looks like a well-oiled machine. But what happens inside that machine? What do the artists experience? What does the pattern look like when you zoom out? Let's go group by group. In September 2024, Tomorrow X Together's Subin posted on Weverse, the fan platform that Hybe itself controls, and wrote these words: "Passing out, I'm so tired. I don't even have the energy to swallow food, so I only ate half of it. For starters, I'll wash up and be back." I might not be back either. A young man at the height of his career is so exhausted he cannot swallow food. And he was not alone. At the same period, ENHYPEN's Jay was performing a world tour concert with knee pain and swelling so severe he had to be seated on stage. TXT's Beomgyu, ankle ligament injury during activities. ILLIT's Wonhee, ankle injury while filming content. NewJeans' Hyun, a microfracture in her foot. Katseye's Daniela, injured during group activities. 5 different groups, 5 different sublabels. One umbrella company pushing the schedule. Fans flooded social media demanding answers. One fan wrote on X, Beomgyu, from TXT, Hyun, from NewJeans, Wonhee from ILLIT, Daniela from Katseye, Jay from ENHYPEN. All of them injured. Seriously, Hybe, stop overworking the artists. Another fan started a petition and wrote, "Having 3 comebacks in 1 year while also having a tour and promoting solo endeavors should not be supported. They need real breaks, not the kind tied to their injuries and exhaustion." The schedules did not slow down. New groups were announced. New markets were being entered. Because here is how the Hybe machine works. When one group is resting, another one is performing. The revenue never stops, but the artists, they are human, and humans break. Now, if overworking artists was the only problem, that would be bad enough. But then came the leaked internal document, and it revealed something about Hybe's character that went far beyond scheduling pressure. During a South Korean National Assembly audit, a document titled Industry Trends Data from Hybe was exposed. This document reportedly contained direct slander and criticism of artists from rival companies, SM Entertainment and JYP Entertainment. Not industry analysis, not competitive research, but organized criticism of other companies' artists, compiled internally. Fans of aespa, a group from SM Entertainment, immediately connected this to the devastating wave of hate aespa received after their 2022 Coachella performance. Despite delivering a strong live performance, the backlash was intense, organized, and relentless. Fans believe Hybe was behind that hate campaign. One fan wrote, "It's no surprise that Hybe is behind all the hate aespa received. Now karma is biting them back." A company at the top of an industry, allegedly spending internal resources on tearing down the competition's artists. That is not a music company protecting its artists. That is a corporation protecting its market share. And the artists, on all sides, pay the price. Now we get to what one of the most defining chapters in understanding how Hybe operates as a label. NewJeans debuted in July 2022 under Adore, a Hybe sub-label, and became arguably the hottest girl group in the world. Their entire identity, the music, the concept, the visual direction, was created by Adore CEO Min Hee-jin. In April 2024, Hybe launched a surprise audit of their own sub-label, accusing Min Hee-jin of trying to take control of Adore and pull NewJeans away independently. Min Hee-jin denied it and fired back that Hybe's Belift Lab had allowed their new group Illit to copy NewJeans' signature concept and styling. Hybe removed Min Hee-jin as CEO. And then something extraordinary happened. The five girls, Minji, Hani, Harin, Danielle, and Hyein, stood together in a press conference and told the world they were terminating their contracts. Member Hani had previously revealed that while waiting in a shared hallway, a manager from another group allegedly instructed their artists to ignore her, in the building of the company that managed her. The girls went to court. The court sided with the label. Their contracts were ruled valid through 2029. Hybe stock went up 5% the day of that ruling. Danielle had her contract terminated in December 2025. They are now suing her for approximately $22 million. A 20-year-old who stood up and said, "We want to release music for our fans," facing a $22 million lawsuit. The remaining 4 members returned, not entirely by choice, but because the law said they had to. And recently, a comeback campaign was announced. This is what happens when an artist fights back. The company responds with lawyers, and the artist pays. In January 2026, ENHYPEN released an album that debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, number 2 in the world. 2 months later, March 10th, 2026, their main vocalist, oldest member, and most visible performer, Hee-sung, was gone. Belift Lab, the Hybe sub-label managing ENHYPEN, announced he would leave the group to pursue solo activities. Hee-sung himself said, "The past 6 years have been filled with moments that are difficult to put into words, overwhelmingly meaningful and incredibly precious to me." If it was so precious, why leave 2 months after the group's biggest international achievement? Fans were not accepting the clean narrative. A petition with over 1 million signatures was launched. Protests were organized outside Hybe offices in Los Angeles and Seoul. Billboard campaigns were funded by fans demanding answers. 1 million people said, "Something is not right here." Hee-sung has since rebranded as Evan, still under Belift Lab, still under Hybe. So he didn't escape the building. He just moved rooms. And ENHYPEN continue, now as 6. Their August 2026 comeback will be the first without their founding member. A group formed together, separated at their peak, and the label continues. Schedule intact. Hybe's ambition does not stop at Korea. Katseye was launched as Hybe's bold global experiment, a girl group formed in partnership with Geffen Records to bring K-pop energy to a Western audience. These girls went through a brutal public survival show. They earned their debut. They built a fan base. Since February 2026, member Manon has been on indefinite hiatus. No timeline, no explanation, no clarity. A young woman who survived a public audition process to earn her place in this group, now on the sidelines with silence. And while Manon waits, Hybe has already announced plans for new groups, more global expansions, more markets, more experiments, including a new girl group for India. The machine does not pause. It does not look back. It finds the next opportunity. And the artists who powered the last experiment? They figure it out on their own. Let me be direct, because I think this is what most commentary about Hybe misses. Every single one of the situations discussed today is being treated as a separate incident, an isolated conflict, a one-time controversy. But they are not separate. They are connected by one thing. When there is a conflict between the company's interests and the artist's well-being, Hybe chooses the company. Every time. When Subin said he couldn't eat, the schedule didn't change. When 5 girls said their trust was completely broken, the company took them to court. When 1 million fans signed a petition about Hee-sung, the label released a statement and moved on. When their own internal document revealed they were monitoring and criticizing rival artists, they called it a compilation of articles. And here is the most telling detail of everything we have discussed today. When NewJeans lost their court case, Hybe's stock rose by 5%. The financial market rewarded the label for winning a legal battle against its own artists. That is not a creative company. That is a corporation. And its artists are its inventory. Hybe built the largest K-pop empire in the world, and that is a genuinely remarkable achievement. But empires are expensive to maintain, and somebody always pays the cost. In Hybe's case, it has been the artists who collapse on stage, the members who leave under mysterious circumstances, the girls who stood at a press conference in tears, the young girl now facing a $22 million lawsuit for the crime of standing up for herself. Hybe is not going anywhere. They will debut new groups. They will enter new markets. They will post record revenues. But the question is this: how many more artists have to break before the fans, the people who actually fund this machine, start demanding something different? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know, do you think Hybe can change for the better? Or is profit the only language they speak? If you are new here, welcome. This is the channel where we talk about Korean and Chinese entertainment with no filter and full heart. Follow so you don't miss what's coming next. I'll see you soon.